Real quick before we jump into the video, guys, for the rest of this year I'm going to be on a fundraising campaign to raise a minimum of £1,000 for the Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital. For more information on the charity and what it does, and for the donation links, please look in the description below. And thank you all for your continued support. Enjoy the show. What's going on, guys? Rivalry Teacher now, so we're back with the RBL Semifinals. Your Bomber Bombies are taking on the Atlanta Victory Stars and Coach Playmaker. This is a very interesting match, but before we go over this, a little bit of housekeeping. Of course, for those who missed last week's video, Midnight unfortunately had to pull out due to ill health, which is how we advanced from the quarterfinals to the semifinals. Of course, I do wish Midnight a swift recovery. I hope he's feeling better, because it sucks to end up having to leave a playoff match because of ill health, but hopefully we'll face him again next season, because I'm looking forward to rematching him. He's always an exciting player to play against. And of course, if this match, the winner of this match will play either Raikustik or Benzosim in the semi-final, which is pretty exciting either way for either of us, whoever makes it there. And of course, it was also Playmaker's birthday recently, so a belated happy birthday, my friend. And let's get on with the show. So, this team is very, very challenging to prep for. There's a few little nuances on this team that can cause a few problems, so let's go over his team, then we'll go over what I brought. So, leading the charge is this G-Max Lapras. This is a very, very bulky Pokemon, especially on the special side, which is really problematic, because a lot of my answers to water types are special, which is a problem, because he can literally just invest in special bulk, and then I cannot do anything, which is very problematic. But nonetheless, we do have an answer for it if we are fortunate enough that he guesses the wrong set. So that could be good for us. Can be policy, can be light clay. On this team, it could literally be either, because he has a lot of very, very good policy users. So we'll see. I mean, imagine it would be a bulkier variant if I had to guess. Dragon Ball, faster than my entire team, which is a problem, because we do have a very, very pacey team. Can be a good crippler. Especially if it runs things like Will-O-Wisp and Breaking Swipe. Can really cripple down things like my Garchomp and my Terrakion. And if I run Physical Steelers, stuff like that, any physical threat is kind of mitigated quite a bit by Dragon Ball. And also with access to Clear Body, I can't actually weaken it with Whimsicott, so that is a problem as well. Arcanine, pretty fast, pretty offensive, also decent bulk as well. Base 95 speed is not the quickest in the world. I have quite a few things that outspeed that, but it does get access to Intimidate, which is an issue as well for the aforementioned physical attackers. Gets Will-O-Wisp, can also just teleport away, but can also just hit with things like Flare Blitz and Extreme Speed and stuff like that. Does get close combat as well. So pretty scary. Not close combat, what was I thinking of? Superpower. But yeah, most of the time this thing has been bulkier. Can be support as well. Does get some support moves, but we'll see. Vileplume, pretty bulky. Not the fastest thing in the world, however. Does get access to Sleep Powder. Does get access to Strength Sap, which is pretty problematic. This team really does well against physical attackers, which is very, very scary to deal with. Lucario, very, very strong offensively, can be physical or special. However, it lacks the pace to match up against my team, and a lot of answers to Lucario on my team are faster than it, so kind of a difficult one for him to bring, but if it does, it can have Justified or Inner Focus, both pretty good abilities for it. He's frequently run Beat Up on his Dragapult to enable Lucario. That has been a strat he has often opted to go for. Cleffa, very odd choice for this team. I mean, it is Baby Clefairy, does get access to Friend Guard, but it has very, very bad stats. It's very easy to take out. Friend Guard is pretty useful, however, but it's not enough to justify being picked on this team, in my opinion. Volibee, it's okay. Volibee, of course, being a dark type, it is immune to Prankster, which is pretty nice. Does get Tailwind, much like Mandibuzz does, but it doesn't really get much else. It's got pretty bad stats, and its move pool is not super great. Tapu Lele, pretty fast at base 95 speed, got good special bulk and a really high special attack stat, but physically frail. Doesn't have the best HP in the world either, but Psychic Terrain is a problem. For my team, I do use priority moves, especially on Whimsicott, so that is something that I have to be very wary of, especially if he brings it out. But we do have an Azelf, which is faster and can hit harder than Tapu Lele, so we have a way to play against it. Renoregas, physically bulky, goes ground, which is a really good defensive typing. Very, very scary as well. Can be Trick Room. Can be really, really offensive. Can also be like Iron Defense Body Press, which can be a little bit scary. Rinrig is actually a really cool Pokemon, but this team doesn't inherently support Trick Room, so it has a few minor little issues there. Suicune, of course, very bulky, really bulky water type, gets access to Tailwind, as well as things like Rain Dance, can be really strong with support moves. It does get Scald and Ice Beam and stuff like that as well, Icy Wind for utility. Can be pretty scary on this team, especially as my team is a little bit faster, but nonetheless, if I had to predict a 6, it would probably be Lapras, Dragapult, Arcanine, Vileplume, Lele, and Suicune. I don't see Lucario coming. Cleffa maybe, but that's a bit of an oddball pick, and I can just one-shot that with a couple of my team. Volibee, probably not. But yeah, Runerigus, outside chance, but I do have decent enough answers for ground types, so I don't think it comes, but we'll see. But nonetheless, let's talk about my team and what we're bringing and why we're bringing it, and our naming convention this week is different forms of Playmaker. Alright, so leading away, as always, is going to be Candy Flosser, the Whimsicott, our focus / support mon, with of course access to Prankster, but we are actually not running Prankster moves that affect Playmaker. We are running it that support us instead. Tailwind, Helping Hand, Light Screen, and Moonblast. We have not run Light Screen all season, but with a lot of his offensive threats being special primarily, we can actually mitigate a fair bit of that damage, and Helping Hand is actually very important, and we'll get to that when we get to another Pokemon. Moonblast over Giga Drain, because Moonblast hits more of this team. To be honest, I do have to be wary of proccing a policy on that Dragapult, however. That is something I do need to be a little bit scared of, but Moonblast just generally hits more of his team, and the potential special attack drop is also pretty nice. Next up is going to be Shark Papa, the main Nertric, running a Choice Scarf this week. This is going to be our Scarfmon that actually outpaces Dragapult, obviously with access to Lightning Rod, but Lightning Rod probably not the most impactful this week because he doesn't have an Electric type, and most of his Pokemon that get Electric type moves like Arcanine, Wild Charge, probably doesn't really have enough time to run that, honestly. But nonetheless, it's better than any of its other abilities. With Snarl Flame for a Thunderbolt and Volt Switch, this just allows me to pivot out. Snarl is also really nice at crippling any special attackers. A lot of them are very, very strong, especially Tapu Lele and Psychic Terrain, for example. Snarl can just weaken that and chip it down a little bit, which is pretty handy. Thunderbolt is generally preferred over Rising Voltage because there's not really any way I'm going to max this for Electric Terrain, and I don't have enough time to run Electric Terrain on this set. But nonetheless, still pretty strong. Next up is going to be Mindbender. This is our Azelf, of course, running Life Orb with enough speed to outgun Tapu Lele, which is important. We're running Expanding Force to take advantage of his own Psychic Terrain with that Tapu Lele. Energy Ball allows us to take on Lapras, as well as the Runerigus and Suicune. And Shadow Ball, of course, allows us to one-shot Tapu Lele after Life Orb, which is pretty handy for us. And of course, Protect. Shadow Ball also is good against Dragapult, however, Dragapult outpaces us, so can easily just Shadow Ball us, which could be a little bit scary. But we should live it, so we are not too worried about that. But yeah, this is a very, very scary offensive threat to him. His only immunity to Psychic is Volibee, which I don't ever see coming, so this can really break through his team. And given the fact that it outpaces everything but Dragapult, we are in a really, really good position with this set. Next up is going to be Hydro Sniper, rocking the Scope Lens as always, which is always handy for us. Scope Lens pretty darn nice against his team with Sniper, of course. Air Slash, Knife Shot, Dark Pulse, and Protect. Dark Pulse is actually really nice at wearing down the special defense of quite a lot of this team, especially if I max it. Darkness is pretty scary. Snipe Shot, pretty powerful, can't be redirected as well, so no Rage Powder shenanigans from Vileplume, for example. And Air Slash can deal with the Vileplume, which is what it's there for. Also, this could be a very viable max option with max Airstreams, especially against things like Lucario. It's not the best max target in this match, but Air Slash can also flinch, which is pretty nice. So we do have a few good options with this thing. This thing, honestly, is not the best bring I could have brought, to be honest, but it is still pretty strong, so obviously we'll bring it, especially as we can use this to deal with Arcanine. We're running enough speed on this to outgun Arcanine and Tapu Lele, which have the same speed at base 95, but aside from that, not really much else going. Next up is going to be Earthshaker, our Choice Banded Terrakion. This is going to be the key for us to take down Lapras, surprisingly enough. With Choice Band and Max Attack, which we are running, and close combat with the choice band, we can one-shot Lapras even if it maxes, unless it is fully Fizz Def. It has to be maximum HP, maximum defense, and a defense boosting nature for it to be able to have a chance at living this. The only other way it lives it is if it's paired up by Cleffer, and if it is paired up by a Cleffer, I can just Iron Head and knock out the Cleffer first, which is perfectly fine. Choice Banded Iron Head's actually one-shots Cleffer, so even without the Helping Hand boost. And then, of course, we can just light screen so we can live the return attack from the Lapras, which is pretty strong. So, this can be very, very powerful. This breaks through a lot of his team. Of course, the downside to us being banded is Dragapult outspeeds us, which is an issue. I did initially run Scarf on this thing, but then I couldn't do enough damage to Lapras. And if I couldn't do enough damage to Lapras, then this set kind of falls apart. So obviously I have to make sure that the Dragapult is not in, or if Dragapult is in, I can just Tailwind to make sure that I'm faster, and then just go for an Iron Head or a Rock Slide, something like that, and then hope that the Lapras is not policy. That's kind of the scary factor in all of this. And then last but by no means least is Shipwrecker the Celesteela, rocking safety goggles, and this is the most different Celesteela set that I've ever brought. Typically, I've often brought offensive sets. This time, we're actually going very defensive. We're running mixed bulky with Leech Seed, Protect, Giga Drain, and Air Slash. Giga Drain, of course, can deal with things like the Suicune and the Regalarigas, which is pretty nice. Air Slash allows us to have something to hit Vileplume with. But generally, Leech Seed, Protect, the goal with this is just to be able to sponge hits and be able to take on as many different things as possible. That's going to be the aim for this. We're going to use this more as a defensive option. Obviously, you have to be mindful of the Arcanine, but the fact that this can really wall Celesteela, Tapu Lele pretty well. This can kind of take on Suicune unless it's Calm Mind offensive. But we have got a fair bit of special bulk on this set. We are max HP and mixed defenses, so it should be decent enough. We should be able to deal with him. But yeah, that's the team we're getting. That's my phone going off. Yeah, hate to see it. But yeah, that's going to be the team that we're rocking out with. Let me know what you would have brought down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you, of course. And as always, let's get straight on into the battle, so I will be right back. Alright guys, we are connected up with our boy Playmaker. Hopefully this is going to be a good one. He normally streams his matches, so if you haven't checked out him or the other coaches down in the description below, I highly encourage you to do so. As usual, our 6 Pokemon that we are bringing up is above me. If you want to see the specific sets, make sure you check out the team builder at the start of the video. And you can see the 6 I think he's bringing down at the bottom of the screen next to me. I'm not entirely confident on the last 2. I'm fairly confident on the first 4, however. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting match. Good luck, have fun to Playmaker, of course. Hopefully everything is going well his end. I know he normally streams his matches, so hopefully all is good his end. He's probably going to be deciding the rules. Oh no, it's going to be me. Okay, no worries, I'll do it. That works fine for me. I just said good luck, have fun to him in the chat, so this is going to be exciting. Let's see what you bought for us, Playmaker. I need to make sure I've got my notes ready. But let's get on in. Show our party as usual. There, hopefully everything is all good. I think my thing is fine. I forgot to get my notes up again. Oops. Looks like we are just waiting on our boy. Alright, Playmaker, sorry about the delay there. Oh! Okay. So he brings Arcanine and Runerigus, but otherwise we got the other 4 correct. Let's see, what do I like here? Lele lead is kind of scary. Lele lead is definitely kind of scary. I do want to lead Whimsicott though. Could also lead Azelf. Yeah, Azelf could be really good here. Dragapult definitely comes, I think. I definitely want to bring Terrakion in the bag. And I think I want to bring Celesteela. So let's roll with this and see what happens. Okay, no Vileplume. He brings Arcanine instead. And no Lucario. He brought Runerigus. I don't remember if I have a Runerigus Sprite. I do have a Runerigus Sprite. That is good. Okay. Suicune Lele is fine. I think he maxes this Lele. This is something that's going to be really interesting to see what he goes for. Does he Tailwind with the Suicune? I feel like he should. I think we Tailwind and actually just max Phantasm into Lele. Because we're faster than this Lele regardless. We are going to just edit this. He has Arcanine. And he has Runerigus. I forgot to fix the Runerigus sprite. Well, yeah, he definitely played in my favor here. So we'll get our Tailwind up. Does this kill? Nice! Let's go! Good job, Azelf. Azelf kills Tapu Lele. That's a huge turn one for us. So what did this Suicune go for? Suicune went for Tailwind as well. Okay, that's fine. That's a great turn one for us. That's a really good turn one for us. Gundam, that is Dragapult. The way he's brought that in would suggest it's probably Policy. The question is, what does he go for, and does he have a Ghost type move? Because if he doesn't, I think Helping Hand Max Phantasm just kills. I think he's going to double into my Azelf, but my Azelf is faster. So he does max the Dragapult. That is not surprising. That is definitely not surprising. Alright, so now did you go into my Azelf? You probably did. Yeah, and that does nothing to me. So that looks like special. So that's good news for me. He's going to drop my attack, but we're a special attacking set, so this does not matter. And that is dead as well. Azelf just destroying right now. Azelf kills Dragapult. Alright. Huge. Huge game one for us. This is a really, really good start. Icy Winds, that's fine. This Suicune should now be faster than me. But I'm kind of okay with that. Because he definitely can't kill me here if he's only got Icy Wind. He's Tailwind, Icy Wind, Scald probably. Imhotep is Runerigus. This thing dies. This thing definitely dies. Does Runerigus try to Trick Room here? I guess he does, right? I think Runerigus definitely tries to Trick Room. Oh, interesting. What did he go for? Icy Wind again. Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna have our speed lowered again. I mean, we still have Celesteela in the back, and I think Azelf's just gonna murder this Runerigus. Yeah, it's gone. Alright, Azelf, 3 kills. Huge. Alrighty. Yeah, I think he just didn't expect Azelf to be this powerful. Oh, dear. Alright, so I think what we can actually do here is we stay in with this. Do I want to show light screen? I don't know if I do. So I just gotta fire off a Moonblast. And I think we save our Azelf and go into Steeler. Alrighty. Yeah, so he is just Icy Winding here. That's fine. So, he's gonna learn some intel on this. Okay, leftovers. That's fine. So, Tailwind is gone, but that does not matter. We can honestly just Helping Hand here. And Giga Drain. So we'll show him that we're special. Scald into my Steeler. Does very little. We get critted there, so that tells him that we're bulky. We get crit burned, but that's fine. That's fine, no. This does not bother me. Yeah, so he can't stall this. Basically, that's how this set works, is that he... the big question is, what does he think I am? So, I think he has no reason to keep going. I think he forfeits this round. Yeah, he does. That makes sense. Playmaker. Forfeits. So, we win game 1, 4-0. Pretty good start for us. RBL wins 4-0. Alright, I'll take your lead card. Because his lead card was actually pretty sick. Alrighty. Same rules again. So, now he's got to figure out how he deals with that Azelf. And I think part of how he does this is lead Dragapult. I think that's probably the way forward for him, is to try to lead the Dragapult. His other play is to potentially lead Lapras. And leading Lapras could be really scary for me. But we'll see. We'll go again. And we will see what he has to offer us this time. I'm not too sure what I want to do. Whimsicott definitely leads, for sure. Let's see. What do I want to do here, actually? There's a lot of, like, really good options for me. I could do the same thing again, but he's gonna predict that this time. So I kind of want to do something different. Actually, I kind of have no reason not to do the same thing again. Because he didn't even see my last Pokemon. But we'll see what he did this time. And we will have a good go. And see what happens. I'm interested to see what he actually prepared for my Azelf. Nice on gear. So I actually should have led Terrakion here. So this is pretty unfortunate. Because I don't think Helping Hand... Because I don't think Helping Hand max Resonant or max Overgrowth kills. Because Lapras is really specially bulky, but I feel like I don't have much of a reason to not go for it. What do I do here? I do like the idea of just maxing. Yeah, I think we go for max Overgrowth. I don't think this kills, but I feel like the Dragapult's where the policy is at. If this doesn't work, then that's fine. He's probably likely if he's not policy. But the way he brought that Dragapult in last game, I think he's policy Dragapult, because the way he brought that into my Azelf, knowing that I had Phantasm, just seems a little strange. So that's kind of my thought process here. I think this is whatchamacallit, likely Lapras, which is definitely an issue if I don't get the kill. He's definitely maxing Lapras here. I don't think you ever max Suicune in this situation, especially when I've seen Scald, Icy Wind, and Tailwind. So, yeah, here's a Lapras. Okay. Let's see what I do here. I want to see how much damage I actually do with this Overgrowth. Okay. I don't quite get the kill, which is really unlucky for us here. But my next one is actually boosted by the terrain, so even if he does Resonance here, I think we're okay. Because he does Tailwind. Here's the Resonance. So yeah, we kind of expected this. Well, it does mean we guarantee survive because we're sashed. So we can also set up our own Tailwind here. Alrighty. So now we set up our own Tailwind to be on the safe side. And I think we just Overgrowth again. I want this Lapras gone, I think. I think Lapras being gone, and it's definitely likely. Because I think he Icy Winds me here. Maybe I should Overgrowth the Suicune, actually. Let's do that. Yeah, oh, the outplay there. He did go for guard, so this was a huge play for us. Oh, we've just read him like a book there. If this kills Suicune, that's insane. Oh, not even close. We did 50% though. But that's really good news for us. We got a big outplay there. So we do see the Icy Wind. That's gonna knock out Whimsicott. Unfortunate. But now we get to go into Terrakion here. So let's go into Terrak. Alrighty. And what we do here... does he guard again? I don't think so. I feel like it's pretty hard for him to guard here. I don't know if Rock Slide's gonna kill. I don't think so. So to be on the safer side, I'm going for the close combat into the Lapras, and we'll overgrowth into Suicune. Okay, close combat is gonna kill Lapras, so Suicune kills Whimsicott, Terrakion kills Lapras. That does not kill me, which is good. We do get burned again, which is unfortunate, but I think Azelf kills the Suicune here. Nice. Okay. Azelf kills Suicune. Okay. So the burn definitely sucks for us, but we do have Stealer in the back still. Honestly, I think we can let Terrakion go down. Gundam is Dragapult. And Madoka, that's Lele. Okay. So, I think we let Terrakion go down regardless here. Because even if I switch it out, I don't think it's going to do anything. The question is, does either of these two have a Ghost type move? Because Lele could also get, like, Thunder as well. So I guess I kind of want to scout for it if I can. Yeah, we're gonna close combat the Lele. I guess we could also Expanding Force here. But I think, honestly, just Shadow Balling is my play. Shadow Balling Dragapult. Dragon Darts, okay. So he is Physical Pult. Okay. Dragapult kills Tarak. And Lele kills Azelf. Yeah, this is game 3, I think. Because I don't know if I can get through both of these with just Stealer. But we will try. We will definitely try. I think we protect here, actually. I want to see what he has. We're gonna protect. If he has Thunder on this Lele, then I might just forfeit. Depending on how much it does. Oh, he's Mixed Pult. Fire Blast on Thunder. Wow. So he definitely hard hit my Celesteela there. Okay. I think we can play this out, though. I want to see if he can actually beat me, because this is definitely Policy Pult. Okay, Fire Blast connects. How much does this do? It does over half. And Thunder also connects. I want to see if he can kill me with this. He can. Okay. Well, that's fine. Lele kills Celesteela. So, he definitely brought a lot of prep for Stealer, and we see Life Orb Lele. So, I kind of know what he has now. Okay, that's fine. Tarak getting burned really sucked there, because I actually could still have won the game if Terrakion didn't get burned, because I could have switched Terrakion out into Celesteela. And then let Tarak come back in with the Iron Head. So that's kind of what I could have done there, but unfortunately we didn't get the outcome we wanted. So Suicune and Lapras lead is problematic. For sure. It's definitely problematic. So if he does that lead again, What do I do about it? I think I just lead Tarak and try to knock out the Lapras. Because we know it isn't policy, because we hit it with a super effective move and it didn't proc. I think just hard leading Tarak is the play. Like, what does he do against that? Like, what does he do against hard lead Whimsy Tarak? The question is, does he lead the same, though? Or does he lead Arcanine? Because he hasn't brought Arcanine yet. I definitely want the Azelf. Because Azelf is doing the work. And now I think I might not actually bring Steeler here. I think we bring Manectric instead. Because I want something that outguns this Dragapult. I don't have a lot of time left, but this is what we'll have to go for. Okay, lead Suicune Lapras. Pretty please. He did lead this. Okay. So now we're gonna really test the waters here. Okay, now we're really gonna test the waters. We are gonna see if this is fully physically bulky. We are gambling a hell of a lot on this. But I did run the calc that Helping Hand, Banded Close Combat should one-shot G-Max Lapras unless it's fully Fizz-Def. So that's what we're going for. I hope this works. If we don't get this right, I think we lose. Being perfectly honest. But you know what? If we're gonna make the finals, we have to make these kind of plays. So, and to be honest, I kind of don't deserve to be in here anyway. Purely because Midnight dropped out last round, so I feel pretty bad about being here. But we are gonna see what he does. He does commit his max. Alright. I'm really hoping that this kills. If he's fully physically defensive Lapras, fair play to him. Like, more power to him if he is. But if he's not, this thing dies. So, we are gonna see. Oh, you little brats! Oh, he read me. He read me. Well played. Well played. Don't burn me. Of course he didn't. Good. Okay, we're doing the same thing again. Can I actually afford to do that? I mean, I'll lose Terrakion here, but I have Manectric for Suicune. So we're doing it. If he thinks he lives this, he stays in. You are not Fizz-Def. Let's go. Let's go. Alright. Terrakion kills Lapras. We're gonna lose Terrakion here to the Scald, assumingly. Yep. But we still have our max. Oh dear. Alright, and now we go Azelf. Because he has no Tailwind, and we can set it up. It is Dragapult. Alright, I think this is where we win. I think this is where we win. Yeah, he icy wins me here, though. That's the problem. But yeah, we definitely commit as elf here. There's a lot of things he could bring here. Like, does this Dragapult have ally switch? That's the scary part here. Dragon Dance is going to do very little to me. But that's fine. We should knock out Dragapult, no problem. Alrighty. So, Azelf kills Dragapult. Okay. Icy Wind, yep, that's not surprising. Does he not have Ice Beam for Whimsicott? Because that's kind of surprising. Here comes the Lele. Okay, so yeah, this should be a good game now. This should be a good game now. It's not over yet. He can still win. He can definitely still win. I mean, he could just hacks me, to be honest. Like, if he gets a paralysis, this is really game over. I mean, he could also protect, but, like, even if he does, I think this is fine. Because I can just light screen next turn. Yeah, he protects Lele. That's not a surprise. He actually double protected, which is fine, because we set up a Tailwind. So I'm okay with this play. Because now we're definitely faster than both. And we can just go for Expanding Force. Alrighty. The downside is we only have Magnetric in the back. I think he double protects the Lele, to be honest. I feel like that's what he's going for. I'm actually gonna blow up the Suicune here. He did go for double protect, so I called this correct. I did call this, and that's a dead Suicune. Huge. Azelf kills Suicune. So no more Icy Wind. And now we are faster. Oh, dear. But yeah, that was a great game, though, Playmaker. You really put me on the ropes here. Like, he really put me on the ropes here. Dear. But he can't be too disheartened by this, because, like, for his first ever doubles league to make the semifinals is hella impressive. Like, what a game. Like, no matter what happens here, like, you know, he should be proud of how he played this season. But Azelf is an absolute monster. Oh, dear. But great game, dude. Like, absolutely great game, though. No matter what he says, I'm sure he's probably really tilted and upset, but, like, honestly, don't be. Like, you played so well. Like, there were some amazing plays in that match. So, huge props to him, of course. But that means that we are going on to the finals where we face either Benzosim or Rhycoustic. I'm not actually sure who we're facing. I don't know if the other match has gone ahead yet. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. And hopefully the finals will be just as good as this. So, either way, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Rabombi Teacher. I'm your coach of the Royal Bournemouth Rabombis. Stay safe, Stay awesome, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take care. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it. And if you liked the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on so that you never miss an upload. We upload every single day on this channel. Make sure you're following me on all of my social medias on the screen right now. And a huge shout out to the Shiny Rabombies of this month: Araya Jade, The Crazed Artist, Mr. Burns 1988, and Average Gaming 017. Thank you all for your continued support.